the world from the return of the Shadow Kings, just as the brave Pharaoh did 5,000 years ago.
YouTube Vintage Yugioh here today, and we have major mail in front of us. So as you guys saw from my last video, I've been out on vacation, and so I waited to post that until I got back, and you guys see the repercussions of leaving for a week or two. So before we get into that, I had some mail I wanted to talk about real quick. So some people had been posting on Instagram of these boxes, but these are strictly sealed. I'll post a little picture of his Instagram. He also has a YouTube channel, but these are his boxes, and I wanted to shout him out. These boxes are I did I helped him start it up, so I paid before these were available, so I might have gotten a little better rate than he's selling them for now. But I paid $5 a box, and they're actually really sturdy. They're not rigid, but for what they are really sturdy. So they fit all 24-pack boxes, and then if he gets enough interest, he's gonna make them for 36-pack boxes, and I think he's making them for starter decks too. So check them out. I know a lot of people have bought from him already, but they're really cheap alternatives to some of the harder, thicker acrylic cases. And then mail item 2 that I've already opened. I had sent this card off to BGS, and it came back a 9. I'll link that video too. And I sent it back for review, and BGS actually said, hey, you were right, but it cost me $100 to get this. But my faded Regeki, previous video, it was a 9 on centering, but it was a 10 on corners. So overall, I didn't gain anything, but because I now only have 1 9 instead of 2 9s, the overall grade rounded to 9.5, which is kind of dumb in my opinion, that the total summation of all 4 subgrades are the same, but the overall grade is different. But nonetheless, this card is worthy of 9.5, and that's what we got. So that's mail item number 1. And then the rest of these, I honestly, a lot of these aren't mine, so I have no idea. You guys know how it goes if you've watched enough of my mail videos, so I have no idea what to expect or what we're gonna get. So it looks like we have just a regular top loader here with a piece of tape on it. Kind of restricted to my area of operation due to so many packages, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, so we're starting off with an Exodia limb. Looks to be pretty well centered, and this is the hardest limb to get in Gem Mint 10 based on the population report. If I have any fingernails here, I can maybe get this cut open, but it might be easier just to peel off masking tape. I love using masking tape while shipping. It keeps stuff secure, but not too hard where you can't get it open. But it does look like there's a couple white spots here at the top, but we'll look it over. So definitely a glossy variety. Got some specks that you could probably rub off there. Tiny crease down there, so I don't know what, this is not my card, so I don't know what the condition was stated on the purchase. And there's that, you can see the ding more on the back here than the front. But I'd say this is like near mint light played, but if whoever bought this was buying it to grade, it is not grade worthy in my opinion. Alright, so we're on to item number 2. Looks like I might be able to put a regular envelope through a priority envelope, so we'll try to cut through both at the same time here. I think there's a sticky note in here too. If I can get it. It says, congrats, you are the second owner of this card. Take care of it for me and thank you. So this card is not mine as well, but we have this is gonna be a beauty. We have a full hollow bleed, it looks like, unlimited, kind of faded 1000 Dragon. So let's see if we can get, there we go. So full hollow bleed through the text box down there. So once again, not my card, but I love seeing the stuff that comes through here. I just have a couple people that I'm the middleman for, but you never know who's buying what, so I always have to get it. They'll be like, oh, you such and such in my video. Yeah, that was me. But there we go. I've never had someone try to claim mail that wasn't theirs, at least, luckily, or I'd have a little more headaches, but normally it's pretty straightforward on whose is what. So I have a PSA return in this mail too that I'm probably gonna make its own separate video, just because I like to keep them separate, as I waited I don't know how many months to get that back. I sent it back in August, so you know, 4 or 5 months, so I like to make those a little more special than just a regular mail video. So you guys are peeking down there with that wrapping down there. It looks like here we have a first edition LOB pack. This is definitely real. So a mail item I did have that I returned off camera was some fake packs that someone had bought and shipped to me, and I told them they were fake, and the seller shipped them anyway, and then I had to ship them right back after I got them. All right, another top loader, and we have an Unlimited Dark Magician LOB. All right, did not tape the top shut on this, so I like when people tape the top shut, just because these cards can do anything they want in transit. So this looks to be a wavy unlimited. Little white nick on the top there. Some scuffing, some pin dots. Probably just the, you know, a standard light play card. Hard to say what he paid for it. I'm guessing this is a different buyer than most of the stuff that comes through here. But once again, not my card, so I'll have to get that sorted out after the fact. Here we have an item from Canada, so you never know what's coming across the border, but some of these are mine, but we have not ran into one that's mine yet. Looks like the guys taped it to the inside. Please leave feedback. Good night. So get my knife here. Okay. So yeah, we have at least a right leg in here. Beyond that, I do not know what we have. And last but not least, the foreside. All right. We have a left leg. Ooh, this one might be mine. I think this is mine. So I bought a full Exodia set. Okay. Let me get this tape undone here. Good night. So I bought this before I went on vacation, so hopefully it was described as near mint, so hopefully the pictures look pretty good. So we did not put all of them in top loaders though, I don't think. This could be interesting. You just taped a couple here in a bag. Lots of tape. All right, well, we are going to take the time to look at this, because if I have any dispute, this is going to be the evidence. All right, well, so make sure they're all at least American English, I think. So we'll keep those out there. Let's get this one out of the case carefully. And let's get the 5th piece. Out too. And with stuff like this really makes this a longer video, so for sure probably gonna make that PSA mail item its own video, so it'll get posted a day or two after this. So no real weight on your guys' end, but some really cool cards in there, some starter decks, some tournament pack, some Toon Chaos collector rares, so hodgepodge of stuff. All right, here we have left leg of the Forbidden One, so I'll have to keep these separate from the other LOB limbs I got. System looks to be pretty good, just off-centered. Small pin down on the back, but overall, I mean, you could probably call this pack fresh. So a small, like, soft corner there, but I would call that near mint. I mean, as you guys saw in Ruxin's video, I mean, pack fresh stuff doesn't have to necessarily be tin condition. It's got some really good surface here on the right leg. Once again, maybe a little whitening there in that corner, but I think that was just kind of how it's cut. This one's got some small scratches on the back, and it's got that one little dot there, but I think I might be able to get that rubbed off. And I very gently use a microfiber cloth and some water. All right, right arm of the Forbidden One. Front is really good on this one, well centered. I think this is like a factory mark right there, so it'll be interesting to see if that gets docked or not. And as of course, back centering on glossy cards, always like this. So you guys will see that a lot on if you look at glossy cards, but that's the best one so far. Okay, we'll save the head for last. Left arm. Got a small ding at the bottom there. Not too bad though. The back is pretty clean, so I'd say it's probably, 8.5 condition. So that falls in the mint, mint near mint category. Last but not least, we have the head of Exodia. Really clean. Really good. Yep, so I'm very happy with this purchase. You guys can probably sift through eBay sold listings and figure out what I paid for it. I'm not entirely sure I don't exactly remember what I paid for it, but is it in the low 2000s, which, and this was literally, a month ago or so. So there are definitely good buys out there still. You gotta stay persistent and continue to look, and don't be afraid to pull the trigger on something, and don't be afraid to return something if it's not as described. A lot of people just feel guilty of returning items that aren't as described, and that's where you really lose your money. Like I paid that because of the condition, and hopefully if it wasn't in the condition, that the seller would understand, or eBay would step in and say, yeah, you're right, you deserve, a refund. So it looks like we have our first graded card, and it's a newer cert, Solemn Judgment, near mint 8. So I definitely did not buy this. So, but it looks really well centered and really clean overall. So you never know with PSA, you could regrade this potentially and get a 10 for all I know. All right, we have one more little item here. What if we have another Exodia set and that one wasn't my set, and I have to figure out whose was what here? All right, got some LOB cards, maybe it looks like. But I do think that the Exodia set I bought was from Canada. So, good and bad packaging here. Gonna have to carefully cut open every one of them. Yeah, just do a couple cuts here. That'll get most of it. Oh yeah, we got Regeki Polymerization and Monster Reborn. So none of these are mine, once again. Shocking, I know. So I guess you guys could hopefully tell that based on that LOB box deal that I have hopefully gained about as much trust as you can in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, where people trust sending me their cards and trust that I'm going to get them to them. So this one has a couple pin dots up there, and it's got a mark there on the lightning bolt. I'd say, you know, maybe a 7, maybe an 8. You never know with PSA anymore, though. It was a lot easier to guess grades a year or two ago, which is shocking because they were sporadic then. Even looks like we might have, yep. So this is a pretty beat card here. Wavy, but really creased. Not going to go through it too much. I'm assuming he knew that was in the condition it was in, but you could see enough there to know that that card was not near mint. And carefully open up this Monster Reborn. And glossy. And this one's kind of got a dent or something there, and up at the top middle, and some scuffing on the bottom and back, and a corner ding. So just a played card, and that's what separates the price point in gem mint cards versus played cards, because the card can become played, but it cannot go back to mint status. So all right, let's see what's in this item right here. Cut a couple corners here that you guys can't see, and rip this in open. Empty box, and what do we have inside? Looks to be a Curse of Dragon. Maybe just one card. Wavy variety. I wonder if, you know, there's a card that I've had in my collection and then sold to someone, and then I end up buying it back, or one of the other people that buy. So we have a mark there, and then this corner up here is a little bent. So hard to say. Okay. So we got 3 more items. I'm gonna keep, like I said, keep that PSA box sealed, and I'll make, well, 4 more items. PSA box sealed, and then make that its own video. We made beautiful starter deck Yugi. Dark Magician. Really clean front. Ooh, the back has some, like, just some skips, marks on the back there. So I don't know whose that is, but I would call that played just because of the marks on the back. So it's always funny getting messages after the fact. Oh yeah, that I watched your YouTube video. That card wasn't supposed to be in that condition. I'll get a return label for you. All right, this one might be some packs, but unsure at the moment. Okay. Feels like maybe a graded card or two, but maybe something else inside some cardboard. No, it looks like a BGS card potentially. Ooh, a tri-horned LOB faded 8.5, no subgrades. So that looks pretty good for an 8.5 in my opinion. So not sure whose that is, but not mine, but really cool item nonetheless. I do not own a faded, really any faded card from LOB. So we're gonna open this FedEx item next, and then we'll open that other box, and then we'll call it good for this video. So it's gonna be a 25-minute video probably by the time we get done. Okay, this feels pretty heavy, so it's gonna be something graded. Oh no, this is another future video here. We have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 12, quantity 12, first edition Duelist Genesis. Allegedly unweighed, so there's potential to pull the Ghost Stardust in that. So those are not mine, but he is letting me open them on channel, so hopefully we can pull something epic in that. So probably have a PSA opening, and then we'll probably have that opening in the next week or so. Okay, let's see if we can get this thing ripped open or not. Last item of my vacation mail. At least most of these were not packed in like a bomb-proof manner where it took 10 minutes to open something. This is about the most heavily packed item there's been so far. It's a PSA card, and I'm not sure what it is yet. Oh yes. So we have a wavy new grade, new cert in the 5.3s. A wavy LOB Red Eyes Black Dragon. So one in on a high note there. That's a very, very cool, very rare item, and that'll be a good segue into my PSA video that you guys will see next. So hope you guys enjoyed this mail day. A lot of cool LOB sealed packs. We had a sealed LOB pack, some starter deck cards. So a lot of cool items here, big ticket items. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for my PSA return back there in that box. Stay tuned for that Duelist Genesis opening there. And I think that's gonna do it for this mail day video. So as always, thanks for watching.